You know what? Let's just motherfucking gotta, let's go. Hi guys, welcome back to another video. My name is 𝓩𝓪𝓬𝓱 𝓢𝓽𝓾𝓽𝓼𝓶𝓪𝓷. I am your host today on this beautiful journey that we are going to be taking, talking about the concept of self-concept, okay? Now, I am a very hard stickler when it comes to self-concept because I honestly have the very humble and mighty belief that self-concept is genuinely all we need to manifest. If you master self-concept, if you master your own perception of yourself, you can literally achieve anything in this life. You can literally go as far as you want. You can literally be an astronaut that works for NASA that literally is going to go up and see the moon. Hi, Katy Perry. You can genuinely do anything. I feel like as a society, we can all agree that confidence is power. Walk into any room with confidence. Walk into any room knowing you are the shit, knowing that you deserve to be there, having a healthy level of arrogance. Not I am better than these people, but I just simply deserve to be in this room because I am a human, I am breathing, I am just living this traumatic experience of life. Walk into any room with that confidence and people will immediately buy whatever it is that you are selling. You will naturally just convince them that it is worthy of their time and of their money just because of the simple energy and the trust that you instill with them, just because of your aura, just because of your own confidence, just because of how highly you hold and talk about yourself. People will begin to trust in the fact that you know what the hell you are doing, you know what the hell you are talking about, and you know what the hell you are preaching, okay? Just like a client that you are trying to sell, a little item to, something for the market, if you convince the universe that you have your desire through your identity, through your self-concept, you will naturally begin to attract it. You will naturally end up having it, because I honestly feel like this is just A plus B equals C here. If you are the person that has and believes you have your desire, you will start naturally doing the things that you need to be doing, and you will start naturally attracting and ending up on the vibration of the person that has this desire. And by doing so, A plus B, you will get to C, which means you will have your desire and it will be yours. And then you're just a happy little go-lucky girl. So today's video is all going to be about self-concept. This one might be a little bit of a longer video. I don't know, because I had so many points that I really want to talk about here today, because self-concept for me is one of my most passionate things. I feel like if I could just define my brand, it would just be about authenticity and self-concept, because that is all that I feel like we really should be working on in this life, okay? Just ignore everything else. Just work on you. So number one is that I need you to realize that special people are actually not that special, okay? The only thing that makes special people special is their own belief in the fact that they are special, that they are unique, that they are different, that they are beautiful, that they are amazing and deserving, okay? When I was younger, I literally used to idolize anyone that had an aesthetic body. Me being a horny little gay boy, any guy that had, say, a six-pack, oh my God, I treated them like it was freaking God walking on this planet Earth, that it was heaven brought down to the, I don't know, crisp carcass of land that we get to live on today. And I was just head over heels for anyone with them, even if they had the shittiest character, even if they weren't even that attractive. And maybe I'm just being superficial here, but I was a little kid, so it's fine. I literally would just, oh my God, guys, I don't even know how to describe it. Just life was different, okay? And it wasn't until I really worked on myself and my own self-concept that I really just began to realize that these people are not much different than me. I can have exactly what they have. I can live the exact same experiences that they are living. And these people sure have something that I admire, that I want, that inspires me, that is just so attractive. But at the end of the day, it doesn't make them better. It doesn't make them superior. It doesn't mean that they are more worthy, that they are more deserving. And that doesn't mean that they're just naturally also living a better life. I think as humans, we naturally like to just romanticize any and everything. And yes, to a certain degree, their baseline of life might just be a little bit better. They might feel better about themselves. They might feel better about their character. But we also as humans are naturally programmed to just feel like shit on the daily. That's literally just the chemicals in our brain and our subconscious mind programming us to just avoid any negativity by basically just putting us in the path of, I don't know, depression. And so at the end of the day, it's like, even though they have these amazing things, that they are perceived as special, they are perceived as otherworldly, they genuinely aren't. And the more that you get to meet and experience life with these people, the way that they view life, the way that they act on a daily basis, you honestly just get to realize that these are just normal people. These are just humans that are living their normal day-to-day experience, just like you, okay? Everyone has struggles, everyone has insecurities, everyone has fears. And yes, some Some people have developed themselves more to mitigate these experiences. However, we as humans are literally put onto this planet as souls, as spirits, to go through experiences that humble us, that teach us problem-solving skills, and that teach us how to grow and experience life and to heal. That is genuinely the main reason that we are here for, okay? So these people are not exempt from that. They are not the special. They just believe that they are that special. They have that delusion up in here, and that is what makes them that special, okay? That is why people look at them with that radiance, the magnetism, the attraction, because that is what they tell themselves, and that is how they view themselves in reality, okay? Going off of that, you need to also realize that everything in life is a skill. People that have charisma, people that naturally can speak publicly, and they're so confident and eloquent in the way that they are just talking to everyone, people that have self-love, people that respect themselves, people that are disciplined and go to the gym 5 days a week, these are all skills. These are not things that some people are just naturally born with and other people just never have and never will get to experience in their lifetime. These are things that you can work to have, okay? And yes, that is not here to sit here and ignore the privilege that some people get to experience in this reality. That does give them advantages, that does make these things easier. However, that does not just completely mean that it is in the cards for them and it is not real for you. You can have exactly what anyone else has in this reality if you choose to go down that path, okay? Self-concept is a skill. The way you view yourself, the way you feel about yourself, the way that you carry yourself and love yourself is a skill that you have to develop. It is a muscle, and some people have been doing it much longer than others. Think of it like the gym. Someone going into the gym that has been doing this for 3 years, they have probably over like 100,000 reps accumulated. They're going to naturally be more experienced, have more progress, have more gains than someone that is just now going in. However, that person is not inherently just special and different and automatically is just better and more capable of doing the same thing that you are trying to do. It's just we're all on a different timeline. We are all on different journeys here, okay? Stop comparing your damn self. One of my favorite things when it comes down to the concept of self-concept is that no one actually knows who you are at any point in time. Every single person on this planet has a different perspective of you. Your parents have a different perspective of you. Your siblings have a different perspective. Your manager, your grandparents, your friends, every single person on this planet looks at you in a different light. No one actually knows who you are. They are all judging you. They are all thinking about you, and their perspective is different based on their own experiences that they have gone through in this lifetime. So with that being known, at any point in time, you pretty much can decide to flip the script and create a new story based on the reality that you want to experience. The amount of times that I have quote unquote reinvented myself in this lifetime is literally disgusting. I would probably say it's probably at least once a month at this point. But at the same time, I don't also call it reinventing myself. I call it moving forward, taking the lessons, taking the experiences I've had in my past and moving them to evolve and level up my character, okay? You get to decide who you are at any point in time, and you can decide moving forward at this point in time that you are a disciplined, productive member of society, that you are hardworking, that you are beautiful, that you are amazing, that you are sexy. Anything that you want to manifest, you have to just identify with it first, and then you can experience it. It is the exact same concept of the people that want confidence. They believe that they have to get the dream body and then the confidence will naturally flow in. That is not true. Get the confidence and act as if you have your dream body and feel that way about yourself, and then the dream body comes in eventually. You have to feel abundant before you can attract money. Anyone that understands money understands that it is an energy, it is a certain frequency, and you have to match that frequency before you can actually attract it, okay? Self-concept is all about frequency. It's all about self. It is all about your own perspective of who you are and your character, and that is malleable. We are spirits on this planet. You are not just a certain character that was predetermined with the personality and character traits of insecure, depressed, introvert. None of these are actually who you are. They are who you have identified with and the story that you have told yourself with up until this point. And that is malleable. That is something that you can change. And I am saying this from experience. I was the person where I played League of Legends for 9 hours a day during probably like 2018, 2019 time. I would literally sit here with 4 soda cans on my desk. My room was always disgusting. I did not take care of myself. I had horrible hygiene. I was so insecure, so self-loathing. I was surrounded by the most pessimistic people I could have ever met in my reality. my life looked nothing like it does today. The only genuine thing that I would say really shifted was my own perspective on myself, okay? Heal the parts of yourself that trigger you so that you can take your power back and so that you can have power over them as well. When we are working on our self-concept, there is going to be a lot of things that trigger us. There's a lot of insecurities. There's a lot of parts of our shadow selves that we do not want to face. We have not faced up until this point. So obviously they're going to be something that is going to be pretty impactful, pretty annoying, and pretty just traumatic for us to deal with at the end of the day. What we need to do is face these parts of ourselves. You can no longer just simply avoid the negativity. You have to sit there and face your demons, because the minute that you face them, you realize that they are not that bad. They do not have as much power and control over you. And that is a normal experience as humans to go through these traumas, to go through these insecurities, and to face these experiences in our life. It is okay to have off moments. It is okay to fail. At the end of the day, me and my character, I'm pretty sure I literally have like multiple moments in a week where I am crashing out, I'm spiraling, I'm depressed, I'm crying, I'm going through something. But at the same time, I also have thousands of moments every single day that tell me, oh, I'm beautiful, I am amazing, I'm so successful, I am hustling, I am the best version of myself, I love who I am at my core. And because that triumphs, because that is more than, say, the depressing thoughts that I choose to have at the end of the day, I quote unquote pick myself back up and I can move forward with grace and clarity and confidence and feel good about my character and step into the highest version of self. And that is going to be my next point, is that you have to embody and connect to the highest version of yourself on the daily, okay? We all have the version of ourselves that we think of that has the dream body, the dream partner, the dream life, the dream job, everything that we could just visualize as our perfect dream desired life. We all have the higher version of ourselves. The way that we manifest our desires and the way that we shift our self-concept is by tapping into that version of ourself, tapping into the version that wakes up and feels grateful for the life that they're living, feels like they walk through their day with grace, with confidence, with this powerful energy just exuding out from their aura, and who just flows through life and can literally handle anything. What do they do on a daily basis? How do they feel about my camera died? Anyway, that is depressing. Let us continue where we left off. Now let me be straight with y'all.
I forgot where I left off.
We as humans don't like to do this, but we need to take accountability over ourselves and over our identity, because however you view yourself, however and whatever is happening in your life is a manifestation and a product of your thoughts and of your choices of being. We as humans get to control our identity. We get to control what goes up on in here, not always in the subconscious, but you can intentionally reprogram the subconscious. So that's what we are going to do right now. We need to go on a mental diet. And what I mean by a mental diet is that we need to start telling ourselves and programming / planting these seeds of beauty, radiating confidence and self-love in our subconscious mind, so that over time we can water them on a daily and they will grow into these big, beautiful, blossoming cherry blossoms that reaffirm to us on a daily basis that we are beautiful, that we are confident, that we are smart, that we are deserving of everything that we want, regardless of what is happening externally out there. So how do we do this? Look yourself in the mirror. Look yourself on your phone. Tell yourself when you wake up, I am beautiful, I am strong, I am capable, I am worthy, I am deserving. Anything that you want to damn feel on a daily basis, you need to start telling yourself these things, because it feels uncomfortable. And most of the time in our daily lives, we are also not getting 1,000 compliments from the people around us, reaffirming our self-worth and our validation and everything that we want. So we have to be our little pep rally cheerleaders and do that for ourselves, okay? So what I like to do is every morning I like to wake up and I like to just literally sit there with myself and be like, wow, I love me. I love my reality. I'm so grateful to be here another day on this planet Earth. I am so grateful that I get to embody my life as the 𝐲𝐸ₗ 𝓩𝓪𝓬𝓱. I love it. It's amazing. And a lot of people are going to look at that and be like, wow, you're so self-absorbed. Wow, you're so, I don't know, vain or some bullshit. I don't care. But those are the insecure people that are saying that. So sorry. I'm like, I was there too, babe. And I used to literally throw the word narcissism around every other damn day of my life. But that is not who we are anymore. Anyways, you need to start telling yourself how beautiful you are, how amazing you are. And the funny thing is that you are going to hate this. The people that need self-concept work the most are the people that typically hate the steps of doing so. Because someone that tells themselves on a daily basis how ugly, how worthless, how stupid, and how undeserving of basic human rights and necessities they are, as someone that does that on a daily basis, telling themselves the exact opposite of how beautiful, how deserving, how worthy, how amazing, they're going to think that it is cliche, they're going to think that it is dumb, they're going to think it's a waste of their time, and they're going to think it's just straight out, flat out uncomfortable. And that is the point. Just like meditation is a skill. When you are first starting to meditate, it is so uncomfortable, you want to kill yourself, you want to pull your damn hair out, you cannot stop thinking about every little thing going on around you. It is because you are typically the type of person that needs that the most, okay? So stick with it for a while. Give it at least like a 15-day period. It's typically 21 days to like change your habits and stuff, but give it just at least like 1 or 2 weeks. Set yourself a little challenge if you need that dopamine hit, and just genuinely affirm yourself and create a morning routine, create some type of ritual throughout your day where you're just telling yourself that you love yourself, that you're beautiful. Or if you just want a more practical approach, every time that you look in the mirror and you think you're ugly, you think you're stupid, you think you're dumb, you think you're just living your worst life ever, tell yourself the exact opposite. Tell yourself that you are beautiful. If you also need to, tell your friends how amazing you're doing, how beautiful your life is, how beautiful and put together you are on a daily basis. Some people might think you're being fake as fuck, and maybe you are, but at the end of the day, that is also what most successful people do. They fake it till they make it, and they reprogram their mind until they start to believe it as true. Beyonce even created an alter ego called Sasha Fierce that she would literally step onto stage and embody as, just so that she could start tricking her brain into believing she was this person in that moment. You can do the exact same thing at any time, babe. Another thing is that we need practical steps to actually improving our self-concept, because it is a skill and it is not just going to magically improve literally in like 1 hour of your day, okay? But so what are things that we can do? Well, we need to add to our portfolio of proof. I stole this from one of my favorite YouTubers. Her name is 𝓩𝓪𝓬𝓱. And basically what you need to do is that you need to work on things that reinforce your belief in yourself, reinforce the fact that you are smart, that you don't procrastinate, that you are disciplined, that you are the best person, that you are following your dreams and goals, that you are living a great life. You need to start intentionally doing small acts every day that you can reflect back on and think about and be like, wow, I am really good. I'm really smart. I'm really put together. Remember that time that I chose to eat healthy? Yeah, I'm disciplined. Remember the time I chose to go to the gym even though I didn't want to? Wow, I have great willpower. Do that on a daily basis, okay? Because you have to question, what do you have about yourself that you are genuinely proud of? What achievements do you have that you have accomplished that make you feel good? And if the answer is none, then at the same time, you can kind of look at yourself and be like, well, no wonder my damn self-concept feels like shit, because what do I actually have to be proud of? What do I have that I actually can look at and say, wow, I love myself for? And if you don't feel like you have anything, or anything that you are genuinely really proud of or that you respect about yourself, then start doing intentional actions every day to build that. And it does not need to be this monumentous occasion of, oh my God, I ran a 5K marathon this morning and I literally ate nothing but broccoli and because that's not healthy, okay, babe? Small acts every single day. Consistency over perfection, and consistency over monumentous experiences that don't actually really do anything at the end of the day. Tell yourself, even if you woke up 10 minutes earlier, how proud of yourself you are, how much you did today. Start small until you realize, wow, I have control over my character. Wow, I can change my identity. Wow, things don't have to always be this depressing, repetitive slump on a daily basis. And then you can start pushing yourself even more. And then you can start doing the bigger, harder things, such as, oh my God, I'm a millionaire. Oh my God, I'm so rich. Oh my God, I'm so beautiful. Oh my God, I'm so healthy. Build yourself up until that building block does not feel like inconceivable for you, does not feel unrealistically impossible. And then one of the last things that I'm going to recommend, just because my camera's about to die again, and I will probably end up just making a part 2 on this video because I love this concept, but my favorite thing when it comes down to self-concept, and a really powerful way to just immediately boost your self-concept that you don't actually really have to do that much work for, is to just simply choose to start associating with people that you want to be eventually, and that are living the life that you want to normalize. If they are successful, if they are rich, if they are living their best, most abundant life, hang out with them, ask them questions, learn from them, because these people will normalize that life for you and make it seem like these big, crazy things are not actually that big and crazy. One of the things as well is that a lot of times we cannot always just change the people that are in our lives. We cannot change our family. Sometimes we can't even really alter the friends that we have in this exact moment. And I am not going to be one of those people that says and preaches to just drop them all and go and find your new crowd. Instead, what I like to do is I like to watch podcasts, enjoy video seminars, read books, and I even one time purchased like one of those masterclass things just because it all helps reinforce your self-concept and it allows you to experience and associate with the types of people that are living that type of life that you want to live, that have achieved the things that you want to achieve. Stop it. And in doing so, you start to normalize it for yourself and it begins to just be part of you and your identity. That quote that says you are the top 5 people you associate with is not just a cliche quote for nothing, okay? It is real and it is facts. But anyways, guys, my camera is literally about to die. I do need to go right now. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you had an amazing day and an even better life. I hope that all of your manifestations come true. It's literally blinking at me right now. And I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. So thank you so much, guys, for watching today. And I hope that you have an amazing day and an even better life. And I hope that y'all continue to prosper, okay?